Hey tankers, let's take a look at the Tier 8 American medium tank, the Pershing. Unlike its predecessor, the T-20, the sucker has some armor. It's got some hull armor that can work if you angle it, and it's got a decent gun mantling. It's a little bit sluggish for a medium. You can get it around, but it's not fast. It's got okay gun handling, kind of marginal penetration with the regular round, excellent APCR penetration, decent accuracy, etc. Not a really high rate of fire, but a fairly punchy gun. Here I am platooning with Abrams' Army. We have a team on Copperfield that has no heavies. We have a couple of TDs and the rest are mediums. So we decided to call for a hill rush, and that's what we are doing here. We've pretty much got the team up on the hill and we are pushing hard. He and I are alternating back and forth, peek-a-booming around this corner to try to take out the tanks that are at the top of the hill. We're being fairly successful. We're doing some damage, not taking a lot of damage at this point. Put a shot into that Panther M10, slotting back and forth. This tank doesn't have a fast reload, so I want to stay under cover while I'm reloading, and they are not reacting fast enough at the moment to fire at us. Panther M10 tried to run. I take a fairly solid sniper shot. That was always a risk up here. Got a T-44 that we're trying to take out. Got another tank, a Panzerjäger 4, trying to run away. And there's a Hellcat and a T-44 up on the hill. I try to fire at this Panzerjäger, but he moves away fast enough. So that was a wasted shot. And take out the T-44. The Hellcat is dead. Now we're going to use some momentum. We're both headed for this Panzerjäger. Abrams gets to him faster because he's in a faster tank. And that was a very successful hill rush. Don't assume that just because you're in a medium, always going around the opposite flank is the thing to do. Now we have an Su-152, very strong gun if he's got the top gun, and he's over in the corner there. I believe he's the one who hit me before, took away almost half my hit points. So we want to take him out. He's got a low rate of fire and somewhat slow aim time, so we want to use good teamwork to take him out here. It's the end of the game, but that's not a reason to sacrifice our tanks. Pop out just long enough to fire, back out, and now I'm spotted. I'm going to wait long enough for my camo to reset. He's not seeing me at the moment, and I'm going to shot into him. Abrams pops out, and boom. That's the game. This was a good one for me. 2,200 damage, 3 kills. Abrams got about 2,600 damage and 3 kills. So with the help of a cooperative team, we absolutely dominated this match and overrode any plan that they had to try to control both sides of the map. So excellent game. Here's another one on Copperfield. I'm playing solo. This is one of the very first games I played in the Pershing, so my crew skill is, I believe, below 80% here. And I'm in a Tier 9 game, so I'm being fairly careful. A Leopard prototype has moved up. He's being a little aggressive, and I want to support him and keep him from getting wrecked on this side of the map. But I don't want to take damage, so I'm staying back here, trying to use my good gun depression and good gun mantlet to try to bounce shots while supporting this Leopard. Moving back and forth. Now I'm spotted. Being cautious and patient here. Checking the map, checking the mini-map. Leopard has a couple of opponents up there. I don't want to let him get targeted solo. Enemies have disappeared off the map. I'm suspecting they might be doing some sniping up here. And I put one into this T-34 and back up. I don't want a counter shot coming back at me. Pull back up, see if I can do the same thing. Not in this moment, but he's moving around, making a similar mistake. I can't get through his frontal armor, but his side armor I can get through, but that was a miss. Remember, my crew is not at 100%, so the accuracy is not optimal, but I've gotten 2 out of 3 shots through that little slot into his side armor. Let's try a speculative shot in there, but that doesn't work out. Okay, we've got another tank that's moved up in the meantime. I'm trying to support them, give them cover fire. Another shot into this T-34. So last game was a rush. This one is careful and patient. Unfortunately, at this point, we've lost 2 tanks. T-44 coming up. Managed to bounce off his front. This tank's regular ammunition does not have great penetration. Its average penetration is 180, which is not wonderful for a Tier 8 medium. Now, we are not in good shape. The rest of the team has evaporated. I'm being attacked here. I bounce off the turret of this T-54. Trying to jig back and forth. I've switched to APCR. Managed to get through one more time. Taking some shots. Take out the T-54. And take another tank. Remember, this is one of my first games in the Pershing. I'm just getting used to it. Trying to work this ridge and not take too much damage from tanks on the side. My team has fallen completely apart, so I'm just trying to do the best I can before losing this game. And this will be, in fact, a loss, but I think it shows what you can do as a last stand with a Pershing, if you're careful. Didn't quite get that shot, but you get this one in, and boom. That's it. This was a 2600 damage game with the only 2 kills that my team achieved. So I don't feel too bad about this one. I think that was a good demonstration of what the Pershing can do under bad circumstances. Here is a much better game. I'm platooning with Sign Die, and we are flanking. Trying to get a fast flank in here around the railhead and counter a Tiger 1. Put a shot in. I'm trying to stay hull down and use my good frontal turret armor. We encounter a Ferdinand, which can definitely get through my turret if he can hit it. I've put one into him. Had switched to APCR for that purpose because he's got pretty strong frontal armor. And at this range, I'm not going to be able to really target weak spots very readily. Move up a little bit to use this ridge line. Tiger's made himself available. Put another shot into him. Tiger's just about dead, but I decide to move off to the right. Tiger dies quickly, but flanking shots around here while Sign Die works the left side. A good idea. Got a KV-13 here. Managed to get a shot into him. And he's dead. We have now cleared this flank, and we're going to move in toward the heavies in the town area. I always try to fight with the ammo selector open because I don't want to take any extra time to have to select an ammo type, and I don't want to have to think any more than necessary. So we have crossed the rail without getting hit, and the Ferdinand has moved up underneath the rail and is messing with one of our mediums over here. So looks like I have a clear route, so I'm going to move in behind the Ferdinand. I do not need anything more than AP ammunition to do this. Ferdinand is pushing against a very low health Indian Panzer. I want to save him and take him out. Now I'm going to move along the left side of the rail line here. There's some nice cover from buildings, and there's also a ridge that I can use so I can try to stay hull down. Counter of VK. I can penetrate the side of his turret with regular armor, so I do that. I'm spotted. And that's okay. I want them to be concerned about me so that they start turning away from other tanks that could be shooting at them. I've switched to APCR to get through his frontal armor as he is turned toward me. Back up while reloading. And we've got a T-20 coming in here. I get tracked, but that does no hit point damage. The T-20 wants to come up and take damage for me. That's okay. He's being a little too aggressive here. Put a shot in there. And that VK is at very low health. He's really aware of what we're doing over here, so I decide to move over onto this side and see if I can get in any sneakier shots. Counter the side of a T-29, put one into him. He's going to be a lot of trouble later on in the game, so the more damage I can do now, the better. I bounce off his very, very strong turret. I had been hoping to get at the side of his turret, but he was turning it, so got more of the heavier armor on the front. Take out this VK. Take a shot from behind as the T-29 is circling me. Now you'll notice it's not looking so good. It had been 3 against just me, and then it was 2 against just me, and now it's me against this T-29. So if I can win this, I'm doing pretty well in a 1v3 battle. Backing up, trying to avoid taking shots from the T-29. Trade shots with him, unfortunately. But I have somewhat more hit points than he does. Advance, put one into him, he misses against me. And take him out. So excellent game for me, 4 kills. I happen to have completed a mission with this game that got me some gold, so that was awesome. Gold Mastery for kills, Kolobanov's medal, really did well in this game, and that kind of shows you what the Pershing can do with a good game. Hope you liked the video. Please like, please subscribe, and keep watching.